The Flimflam and Gorky Show is up next, after a few messages from our sponsors.
A Life Day special. Tonight, live at the Imperial Amphitheater on Kashyyyk. Mermaya sings her #1 top hit in the galaxy, This Minute Now. Also musical sensation, Jen Farsund Star Cruiser sings their unforgettable hits like Hyperdrive and every Wookiee's favorite, Light the Sky on Fire. Happy Life Day, and remember to keep your feet on the planet and shoot at the stars. Tonight's event is brought to you by The Groomer, just the thing to keep you squeaky clean this holiday season.
Tonight's show is brought to you by Tauntaun Bonbons. A Life Day treat. Hoth's #1 frozen delights.
And now for our feature presentation.
Happy Life Day!
Happy Life Day to you too, Gorky.
Why again are we celebrating this holiday?
Because, Gorky, Life Day is the most important day in the Star Wars universe.
More important than May the 4th?
Most definitely more important than May the 4th.
Why?
Why? Because. Because it just is.
But why?
Gorky, no need to hound me on this subject. All I know is that Chewbacca and his family celebrated every 3 cycles, and that's good enough for me.
Wait. You don't know, do you? There's something about Star Wars you don't know?
No, that's not it. It's just that I have not done my complete research on the subject.
You don't know.
Okay, fine. I'll admit it. I need to educate myself on the subject just a little bit more.
Well, is there anyone we know that can tell us why we're celebrating Life Day?
Well, there is one person. Actually, he's not a person. He's a droid.
A droid?
No, Gorky, not that droid. He knows Star Wars better than any living creature. Crystal, patch me through.
Patching.
Hello? Hello?
C-3PO?
Oh my! Flimflam and Gorky.
Hey there, 3PO. Listen, I need some info.
Of course. It is my pleasure. What would you like to know?
So what is Life Day?
Life Day is a holiday that is celebrated values of tenets of Wookiee culture, which includes family, joy, and harmony. Traditionally held at the Tree of Life on the Wookiee homeworld of Kashyyyk. Celebrations involve festive decor, feasts, music, and the exchange of gifts. Life forms are reminded of compassion, and it is also a time to remember family members who have passed on and the young ones who continue to bring new life to the family.
Ooh, sort of like when the humans of Earth celebrate things like Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Winter Solstice, Las Posadas, Diwali, and Pancake Day.
Oh yes, that is most correct, my purple plum friend.
So, is Life Day only celebrated by the Wookiees?
The celebration of Life Day has gained popularity across the galaxy. Many other worlds and cultures have adopted this day into the solar cycle.
Wow, I like this Life Day celebration. It's so cool.
I agree, but I don't see how temperature has anything to do with it.
Thank you, 3PO. I believe that's enough. We have all the info we need.
May I inquire about your need to know about Life Day?
Sure. Gorky and I are gonna do a review on the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Yay!
Wonderful! Could I be so bold as to ask if R2 and I participate in your review?
Well, I don't see why not.
R2-D2, where are you? R2-D2, come here at once. R2-D2, I have good news. What? No, I have not been transferred to Mustafar Station. Really, R2? Well, I don't think you're funny at all. The good news is that Flimflam and Gorky are doing a review of the holiday special, and they have invited us to participate. What do you mean, does Mr. Lucas approve? I'm very aware of his feelings on the subject, R2. The whole galaxy knows. The truth of the matter is, it exists.
Okay, you two. Can we just get started? This is the Flimflam and Gorky show, not the 3PO and R2 show. Sheesh.
Gee, and I thought we were quarrelsome. These two have us beat.
No kidding, Gorky.
Flimflam, I'm not kidding. I'm being genuine.
Anyways. Hello, humans, and welcome to this review of the famed 1978 Star Wars Holiday Special. Before deciding to do an episode on this made-for-TV production, I did my research and watched many other reviews from other YouTube channels, and there are a lot of reviews on the holiday special. One thing they all concurred was how bad it is, taking joy in mocking it and saying it's the worst Star Wars ever.
That's debatable.
Gorky and I, with the help of C-3PO and R2-D2, are going to review the holiday special in a positive light and take joy in its existence.
Right. There's just too much hate and disdain on the internet, not to mention in the world these days. There's a great disturbance and imbalance in the Force, and we're gonna correct it the best we can.
I hardly disagree with you.
With that being said, let's get to it. Star Wars, the holiday special. What is it, and why did it happen? It is a 1978 American television special set in the universe of the Star Wars science fiction franchise. It was the first Star Wars spin-off set between the events of the original films, A New Hope and The Empire Strikes Back.
An in-between-quo!
The head of marketing of the Star Wars Corporation, CBS, brought the idea of doing a TV special to George Lucas. Lucas agreed that a television special was a good idea.
Yeah, but Lucas was busy moving his production company to a new location, which made it difficult for Lucas's involvement in the special. He left it up to CBS, well, with the exception of meeting with them occasionally to exchange ideas and provide them with access to the props and the actors.
Though Lucas is uncredited, it was his idea to build the narrative around Chewbacca's family. There were concerns about the decision to center the special on a species that grunts in a fictional language without subtitles. Regardless, Lucas would not budge on his vision, and the special went through.
And the special was broadcast in its entirety in the United States only once, on Friday, November 17th, 1978, the week before Thanksgiving. It was also broadcast on the Canadian television network CTV, as well as New Zealand on TVNZ, and in Australia on the 7 network.
The special has never been rebroadcast nor officially released on home video. It has become something of a cultural legend due to the underground quality of its existence. It has been viewed and distributed in off-air recordings made from its original telecast by fans as bootleg copies. And it has been uploaded to content-sharing websites.
Yes, R2, I agree.
What did R2 say?
As educational as this is, R2 wants to know when we're going to get to the good part.
Good part?
He wants to know when you'll get to the part where you talk about the hero. Hero? What hero? R2-D2, you greasy lug nut. You're not the hero. Oh, really? Well, I did more than you. I provided translations for the Wookiees. Well, at least for that one part with the princess. That's more than you can say.
R2 is right. Let's get to the good part. The stars of the holiday special. Mark Hamill as the lovable, whiny farm boy turned rebel, Luke Skywalker. Best known for his roles, besides Star Wars, as the voice of the Joker in the 1990s animated Batman series.
And also Kenneth W. Dantley Jr. in Corvette Summer.
Harrison Ford, the smug smuggler Han Solo. Best known for just about every summer blockbuster film for the last 43 years.
Excuse me, Flimflam, may I take this next one?
Yeah, be my guest.
The late, great Carrie Fisher as the bold and daring Princess Leia of Alderaan. Carrie has been in many other films such as Blues Brothers, Under the Rainbow, When Harry Met Sally, and Drop Dead Fred. Yes, R2, I was just getting to that part. Carrie Fisher provided her voice for many animated characters for television and video games. She is also a well-respected author.
Gone but never forgotten, Peter Mayhew as the hairy arm-pulling Wookiee Chewbacca. Peter worked on a handful of productions here and there when he wasn't playing Han Solo's co-pilot. I remember when he was the Minotaur in the film Sinbad and the Eye of the Tiger.
Before Star Wars, Peter was working as a hospital attendant at the King's College Hospital in London. Wow, look at that guy, he's huge.
James Earl Jones as the voice of the sinister helmet-wearing Darth Vader. Side note, Darth Vader's scenes in the holiday special were unused footage from A New Hope, which was performed by David Prowse. David Prowse donned the suit all through the original trilogy, except when they needed a stuntman or a swordsman, or when Sebastian Shaw played the redeemed Anakin Skywalker.
Anthony Daniels as the distress know-it-all goldenrod, C-3PO.
Anthony who?
Anthony is an English actor, voice actor, and mime artist. He is the only actor to have appeared in all theatrical films in the series, as well as many other spin-offs, including television shows, video games, radio serials, and etc.
Up next is C-3PO's spunky, dome-headed sidekick.
R2 is asking if he could do this one.
Most definitely! That's right, R2. Kenny Baker was not in this production, but he should be mentioned for his contributions, bringing the droid character to life.
Nicely done, R2.
Mickey Morton as the apron-wearing Wookiee, Mala, Chewbacca's wife. Mickey Morton has been on television for 4 decades. He has a total of 68 TV credits. Just to name a few productions, he has played a character in Star Trek, the original series, Gilligan's Island, The Monkees, Three's Company, Fantasy Island, The Dukes of Hazzard, and The Fall Guy.
Nice. What, no Love Boat?
Nope, I'm afraid not, Gorky.
What a missed opportunity.
Well, Gorky, this next actor was on The Love Boat.
Oh yeah, right, Paul Gale. He played the wood-whittling Wookiee, Chewbacca's father, Itchy. Paul Gale was an actor for 10 years, and in that time he played in some memorable TV shows like The Odd Couple, Columbo, Magnum P.I., Fantasy Island, Chips, and of course, The Love Boat. He was also in Sigmund and the Sea Monsters as Slurp Ooze, and in the 1973 TV special, The World of Sid and Marty Krofft at the Hollywood Bowl as Horatio J. Hoodoo.
Hoodoo?
You do.
Do what?
Remind me of the man.
Patty Maloney played the Wookie Ookie cookie-eating walking hairball, Lumpy, Chewbacca's one and only son. Patty Maloney is a 3-foot, 11-inch actress who was 42 years old at the time she played Lumpy. She has also been in the business for many decades. She has been in such productions as H.R. Pufnstuf, Charlie's Angels, Buck Rogers in the 25th Century, Little House on the Prairie, Married with Children, Star Trek Voyager, and she lent her voice to many 80s and 90s cartoon characters. She was even Birdie the early bird in the Ronald McDonald commercials.
No way! I love McDonald's. I wish I could live in McDonald land, just hanging out with Ronald under some apple pie trees, running into Officer Big Mac and Mayor McCheese, hiding my hamburgers from the Hamburglar, and eating up all those adorable Fry Guys.
Gorky, focus. Besides, you're making me hungry.
Did somebody say McDonald's?
Gorky!
And I thought we bickered too much.
So, Flimflam, why is it that you like the holiday special so much? Seems like most Star Wars fans hate it.
Not all fans hate it, Gorky. It just seems that way because the humans that disdain it so much are the ones that are the loudest. Star Wars fans like myself celebrate the holiday special and watch it every year around this time. Even if it is corny and some parts are hard to sit through, that's what fast forward buttons are made for.
That is so true, Flimflam. So why again do you like it so much?
Well, for starters, we are introduced to Chewbacca's family, his wife, dad, and son. How cool is that?
That is pretty neato. But why do they all have such silly sounding names? Mala, Itchy, and Lumpy?
Yeah, they are pretty silly names, that's for sure. Almost as if Kenner Toys had a say in naming the Chewbacca family.
Yeah, just like Hammerhead, Walrus Man, Snaggletooth.
Yeah. Speaking of Kenner toys, it looks like there was a plan to make a line of figures for the holiday special.
No way.
But that idea never went into production, and all we had to show for are these concept pictures of what could have been Chewbacca, Mala, Lumpy, and Itchy.
Still, their names could have sounded a little more Star Wars-y.
Actually, sir, their names were shortened so that it would be easier for children to remember. Their true pronunciation is Malatubak, Itchy Cheetuck, Lumpa Warrum. Thank you, R2. It is, after all, my primary function.
I like the part where Lumparoomy, or Lumparumba, or Oompa Loompa, forget it! Where Lumpy was watching that hologram Space Cirque du Soleil, where they had somersaulting fishmen, pin-throwing pink panda people, and that freaky-looking pan ringleader. Come to think about it, that scene is a little scary.
You think so? Well, this next scene might give you nightmares. Even though it's great to see Luke Skywalker again, he might think about firing his makeup artist.
What happened to you, Luke?
The unfortunate truth is that actor Mark Hamill was in a dreadful automobile accident after the filming of Star Wars, fracturing his nose and left cheekbone. He needed reconstructive surgery, which left him with visible scarring, which explains the heavy makeup.
Well, that sucks. Either way, it was good catching up with Luke and R2 again.
Yes, R2, you did a fine job.
Speaking of catching up again, we get to see Princess Leia doing her taxes.
Yes, and thanks to me, she did not owe any credit to the Galactic Republic.
Still as cute as ever, but I think it's time she needs a new hairdo and wardrobe.
Is it just me, or does Leia look like she had a little too much Life Day cheer?
Well, I, for one, think that my performance was golden. What do you mean, narcissistic? I'm not the one that goes around bragging I helped Master Luke blow up the Death Star. Or that time when you intercepted Boba Fett and Darth Vader's communication when we were cartoons.
That's right, you guys were cartoons. In fact, it was the very first Star Wars cartoon ever. The actual actors provided their voices for the characters.
Another cool fact about the cartoon was the introduction of Boba Fett. Fans would have to wait to see Boba Fett again a whole year and 6 months in The Empire Strikes Back. The cartoon probably is the best part of the holiday special. Even haters of the holiday special mostly agree with this point.
This is never mentioned in the special, but the title of this animated short is The Story of the Faithful Wookiee. The cartoon takes our heroes on a new adventure based around a mystical talisman thought to be a powerful artifact.
Nelvana Incorporated was the studio that produced the animation and later animated the 1985 Droids and Ewok cartoons.
Yes, and those cartoons were quite intense. Those adventures completely fried my circuits. What do you mean that explains everything?
In the holiday special, we are introduced to new characters that live in the Star Wars. We first meet Trader Sondan, who owns a shop just a few trees away from the Baca residence. I'm guessing this shop is like a five and dime / pawn shop. Sondan has many popular items that the Wookiees love to buy from him, like the mini portable fish tank.
I love fish!
But his hottest item is the groomer. Let Sondan explain this one.
Instructions, the warranty and the guarantee. Besides shaving and hair trimming, it's guaranteed to lift stains off clothing, faces, and hands. Cleans teeth, fingers, and toenails, washes eyes, pierces ears, calculates, modulates, and syncopates life rhythms, and can repeat the entire Imperial Penal Code, all 17 volumes, in half the time of the old XP21. Just the thing to keep you squeaky clean. I use one of these all the time.
Brought to you by Ronco, the makers of the Pocket Fisherman and Spray on Hair.
You know, I could do with a groomer myself.
I agree.
What? Okay, fine. Probably the most talked about segment in the holiday special is the Chef Gourmanda cooking program, where she whips up her famous bantha rump stew. It's not the easiest meal to prepare if you only have 2 arms.
Even with Mala's crazy Wookiee strength, she couldn't keep up with the chef and gave up.
There's a great scene when Sondan shows up bearing gifts for the Wookiee family.
Yes, R2. Just like Santa Claus.
Hey, that's what I was gonna say. I guess great minds do think alike.
I wouldn't go that far. Jinx, you owe me a Jawa juice.
Saint Sondan's first gift was for the impatient Lumpy, a mini translator with an instruction disc. Lumpy quickly dashed to his bedroom loft to unveil his prize. The second gift was from Mala, a brand new music box that when opened would project a music video.
The last gift was given to Itchy, a new proton pack for the 1960s industrial-sized salon hair blower. I mean, the mind evaporator. Sondan covertly slips in a disc for Itchy to view while the others unwrap their presents. I'm not so sure what to think about this next part of the holiday special, to be frank.
Wait, why would you be Frank? Can I still be Gorky?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, whatever Itchy is watching, I feel like he should take it up to his room. Alone.
That's for sure. Well, it's not as bad as you were meant to think. Let's take a peek at what Itchy is groaning about.
Oh, I can't bear to watch.
Oh, yes. I can feel my creation. I'm getting your message. Are you getting mine? Oh, we are excited, aren't we? Well, just relax.
Oh,
Just
it's
relax.
only the famous female vocalist, Mamea, singing her #1 hit this minute now.
Phew, that's a relief. For a minute there, I thought I was gonna see Wookiee jiggly parts.
Thank the maker for 1970s broadcasting regulations. Unlike today's laws, I was not prepared to see Klingon breasts.
What?
Yes, it was a real thing. Anyways, when Mala's gift was opened, we were treated to the sounds of rock and roll for the first time in the Star Wars universe. Only known as the holographic band playing their song, Light the Sky on Fire. Even though the band's name has not been discovered yet in canon, I've been told their name is Jenfar Sun Star Cruiser.
Interesting. But what are they singing about, Flimflam? Something about a guy named Copa Khan? Not Copacabana, but like Copa Khan?
Yeah, Copa Khan.
Yeah, okay.
To be more precise, Copa Khan was a deity worshipped by the Lord Han fanatics, who instigated the Res-Li Unpurge. He was described as a man-hut hybrid, and was expected by his cult to remove all evil from the galaxy.
A man-hut hybrid? That can't be pretty. I bet you didn't know that one, Flimflam.
Shut up, Gorky.
Tisk tisk.
While all that is going on, Lumpy has opened his gift and dumped it out on the floor. In order to assemble the mini translator, Lumpy inserts an instructional disc into the viewer, and an Amorphian being instructor named Drumboid appears on the screen.
It will provide many years of fun and valuable service for you. But now, let's get started, shall we? Now, circuit breaker. And we'll assemble our mini transmitters together. Let us work slowly or methodically, because this is a job we're doing well.
This character is, well, let's just say he's fast-forward button worthy. That's all I got.
Me too.
Me 3. It's not funny when you say it.
Come on, people. Let's stay on target.
Stay on target.
We're too close.
Stay on target.
Thank you, Crystal. The Wookiee home is invaded by the Empire, led by an Imperial Guard officer with a few stormtroopers. While the investigation was underway to find a rebel spy, an Imperial broadcast appeared on the Wookiee's wall screen.
Broadcast is recommended by the Imperial Council in the belief that your commitment to remain upstanding citizens will be reinforced. It is required viewing for all members of the Imperial forces.
Time now for Life on Tatooine, brought to viewers everywhere in the hope that our own lives may be uplifted by the comparison and enriched with the gratitude of relief. This transmission is unrehearsed and unedited, and is hereby begun without further
Some sort of Imperial
as to its
PSA
lack of
propaganda
moral
program,
value.
I guess.
This so happens to be one of my favorite parts of the holiday special. I mean, it's the cantina, right? Yeah, everybody loves the cantina.
But I was not very fond of it.
This must be the night shift. And tending bar is Akmina. I know she may be a bit brash, but once you get to know Akmina, she really has a heart of gold.
Let me guess. She's a real golden girl.
How did you know that, Flimflam?
Because, Gorky, I can read your mind. That is, when I can find it.
It does tend to wander.
Akmina has a volcano-headed stalker named Krellman, which takes in his liquids through his blowhole and counts with 11 fingers. Krellman is a sad and depressed character that just wants to be loved and to be given the chance to love back, which makes Krellman the most relatable person in the holiday special. We all have felt alone and hopeless at one point in our lives.
Hey, don't you have a blowhole too, Flimflam?
Gorky, it's not a blowhole.
Well, then what is it?
I'd rather not say, okay, Gorky? It's embarrassing.
Ooh, it's one of those holes.
What? No, it's not one of those holes. Come on, Gorky. Can we just drop it? Come on, let's get back to the show.
Yeah, okay. Back to the show.
Thank you.
Well, I happen to fancy Akmina's song. Giving lyrics to one of the most recognizable tracks in the galaxy, I find myself always singing this tune when I'm taking an oil bath. Of course I do. You yourself could use one now and then.
Just one more round, friend, then homeward bound, friend. Don't forget me in your dreams. Just one more song, friend, And then so long, friend. The nights get shorter, it seems. Just one more rhyme, friend. Yes, it's a crime, friend. But you know time, friend. Time can fly. So it's good night, friend. Good night, but not goodbye. Just one more drop, friend, before we stop, friend. One more moment, face to face. Next time you're dry, friend, try stopping by, friend, if there's a light in the place. We may not thrive, friend, but we survive, friend. Look, we're alive, friend, you and I. So say goodnight, friend. Good night, but not goodbye. Just one more dance, friend. Just one more chance, friend. One more chorus, one more tune. It's not the end, friend. If you're a friend, then you'll come back to me soon.
Wait a minute! Is that Ponda Baba and Greedo dancing with Agmina? How is that possible? Aren't they dead?
You would be correct in wondering that. That is not Ponda Baba or Greedo. That is Teek Sabam and Bloodlow. By the time in the universe, Ponda survives Obi-Wan's lightsaber attack, but sports a robot arm and had fled the planet. We all know that there is no way that Greedo survived Han Solo's blast to his nards.
Greedo's got nards?
So, why is Bloodlow wearing the same outfit as Greedo?
There was a skiing jumpsuit sale going on at Greedo Mart?
That was not going to be my answer, but that works.
Come back to me soon.
Look, his name must be Lion Man.
Or maybe Lino the Wino.
Or it's Catman Do.
Or maybe it's time to move on.
You're right, 3PO. Gorky, stop being distractive.
What?
R2-D2 says that this next scene is his favorite. Han Solo and Chewbacca make it through the Imperial blockade, and Chewbacca makes it home just in time for Light Day.
Han Solo gets a special moment sharing his feelings.
Yeah, that was pretty sweet. It got me in the feelings. Right here.
Gorky, that's not where your feelings are.
What?
It's like
maybe not where yours
it's
are.
It's like right here.
No. Here.
Okay. Well, hey, we learn a thing or two. Side note on Han Solo. George Lucas had told producers that Han Solo was secretly married to a Wookiee. Lucas later decided that this idea would be too controversial for the public. Ya think?
Wookiee love.
We are treated to one last song performed by Princess Leia herself.
I like this one.
As the whole gang comes out to wrap up this party, Leia, Luke, Han, C-3PO, R2-D2, and Chewbacca. As the song plays, Chewie looks onward with a glazed look in his eyes as his PTSD sets in and begins to have flashbacks of the events before the Battle of Yavin.
You know, Flimflam, the holiday special is truly special. Not in a short bus kind of way, but like special like when a child makes you a crayon drawing of a puppy, but it looks like a cow.
Are we talking from experience, Gorky?
Maybe. I'm just saying I understand why you love the holiday special so much. It has its cringy and corny moments, but overall, it's just plain fun and sweet.
This is how I see it. The Star Wars franchise is a lot like life itself. We all have great moments to look back on and reflect on our greatest achievements. But we all experience moments in our lives where we may not have been on top of our game. Like the time when you walked into a poll right in front of all your friends and they laughed at you. Or that time when somebody waves at you and you wave back, but the wave was meant for the person behind you. Or even worse, that time when you're on a date and you ask her to give you a blorpy snork and she gives you a swoggle fromp instead?
Are we talking from experience, Flimflam?
Maybe. The point that I'm getting at is the holiday special is Star Wars' embarrassing moments in time that you can just look back and just laugh at. You can't change the past, but you can learn from it.
I agree, R2. Very wise words of wisdom. You're quite the scholar, Flimflam. R2 and I would like to help out in the third act in this review, if you would be so kind.
Third act? Oh, you mean when we talked about the supporting cast? Yes, of course. Take it away.
Hurry, R2. The humans watching are waiting on you. Art Carney is an actor that started his career in the Earth year 1941. He is best known for playing the character Ed Norton in the 1955 TV series The Honeymooners. He has been in 96 productions up to 1993, mostly playing comedic acts, but was known to play serious characters from time to time. Art Carney was Sondan, the Wookiee trader. Yes, R2, that's right. He even played Santa Claus. Up next, Beatrice Arthur. Her career began in 1951. Her most memorable role is playing Dorothy Sponak in the critically acclaimed TV series The Golden Girls, which ran for 8 years. Other notable roles, Maud Findlay in the sitcom named Maud, and the voice for the Vamputer in the episode of Futurama.
Vamputer will return after deciding your punishment.
Beatrice Arthur was the Cantina night shift singing bartender at Mina. Calm down, Arthur. I know he seems scary, but you have nothing to worry about. He is only an actor playing a bad man. His name is Jack Rader. He started his career in 1968 and has been in 81 productions and has played many supporting roles in television and movies for 36 years. Such shows as Gunsmoke, Kojak, Loretta, Policewoman, Chips, Hill Street Blues, Simon and Simon. Yes, there does seem to be a pattern here.
Oh, and he was in the 1988 remake of The Blob, if that helps.
Yes, it does, Gorky. Jack Rader plays as the Imperial Guard officer.
You know, even though the character was only titled the Imperial Guard officer in the credits, I like to give him a proper name and rank. How about Commander Rader?
Sounds fitting to me.
I concur. Harvey Coleman was born in 1927 and has been in 103 productions, starting back in 1951. Harvey Coleman acted for 48 years and has quite a full resume. Best known for The Carol Burnett Show, playing various comedic characters, and as Alistair Quince in the spin-off TV series Mama's Family. He played... Oh, I almost forgot. He voiced many cartoon characters as well, most notable, the Great Kazoo. in the 1960s cartoon series The Flintstones. Bobby Coleman played 3 different roles in the holiday special. Krellman, the lonely patron, Chef Commander, the four-armed cook, and the glitchy Amorphian instructor. What do you mean you could have done better? Oh, switch off.
Okay, chill out, you two. Remember, this is Life Day.
Yeah, Flimflam's right. You two need to get along, at least for today. Life Day.
They're right, you know. I'm sorry, R2. You're the best counterpart a droid could have.
Huh. That reminds me, Gorky, you're the best co-host and friend an alien guy like me could ever have. Even though you annoy me constantly and raise my blood pressure daily, I wouldn't have it any other way. Happy Life Day, Gorky.
Thank you, Flimflam. You know, you're not so bad yourself. I mean, sure, you're arrogant, blunt, and sometimes even outright rude. But you're my best friend, though. Because of that, I think we're both better off. And that makes you okay in my book. Happy Life Day, best buddy.
For me?
Yeah.
Wow. You shouldn't have.
Oh, yes, I should have. Hey, let's open them together.
Oh, okay.
Neato! A miniature pocket-sized fish tank? Wow, I don't believe it. Thank you, Flimflam. I do love fish.
Well.
Wow.
Oh, wow. Well, what do you know? It's a groomer. Huh. Thanks, Gorky. I can't wait to use it on, whatever part of my body.
I'd start it on your breath. Just saying.
Okay. Well, that wraps up our look at the Star Wars Holiday Special with our very special guests, C-3PO and R2-D2. Thanks for helping out.
No, thank you. It was our pleasure. R2 and I are big fans of the Flimflam and Gorky show. Yes, R2, I, for once, agree with you.
What did R2 say?
R2-D2 says that if there's a bright center to the universe, your show is right smack in the middle.
Wow, that was an impressive compliment. Thanks, R2.
Well, that made my life day.
Oh my, it appears we're getting a call from Mr. Lucas. Well, if that's so, R2, I'll just say it was your idea. Of course he'll believe me over you, R2. You're just a bloated toolbox on wheels. I'm afraid we have to take this call. Happy Life Day, Flimflam and Gorky, and may the Force be with you.
Gee, hope we didn't get him in trouble.
I'm sure R2 and 3PO are gonna be just fine. It's not like George Lucas is gonna ground them for a week with no allowance, or send them away to the spice mines on Kessel where they could be smashed into who knows what.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Well, I hope this episode entertained you and allowed you to view the Star Wars Holiday Special in a less pessimistic light.
I know I was entertained.
Happy
Life Day, everyone!
Hey, did you like this episode? I know I did. I also know that you are brighter than most humans. How do I know this? Let's just say it's an alien thing. With my other worldly powers, I know you're going to subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share this video to all your stupid human friends and relatives, because you're the smart one.
I love this show.
Yeah, it's all right.
What season is this?
I think this is season 4.